A year ago, the pandemic cost Carlos Marcial his job as a graphic designer in Mexico City. With 3 kids, Marcial needed to find a way to support his family.
Highest amount I would get for a one-of-one, it was around like $250. That was the most. But the pandemic hit, and I didn't have any other options.
Growing up the son of a struggling artist, he knew firsthand how difficult the life of an artist could be.
So you weren't a full-time artist before?
No, I wasn't. I was just like your normal, 9 to 5 3D designer. And I had the dream, but it was something that I thought it was never gonna be possible or plausible, never, until crypto art and NFTs appeared.
Marcial is now one of the many digital artists around the world who have seen their lives turned upside down with the booming market for NFTs, the digital tokens that have fueled the rise of an unprecedented market for digital art.
The NFT situation has just kind of exploded onto the scene.
Christie's set to become the first major auction house to sell a purely digital artwork known as an NFT.
NFTs are unique digital tokens that can be traded on the blockchain. By associating infinitely copyable digital files with finite digital tokens, NFTs create scarcity. And scarcity leads to value.
It's like an unfathomable number, to be quite honest. It's just crazy.
Beeple's historic $69 million auction has shaken the art world and led to an explosion of interest and dollars into the booming world of digital art.
The historic sale by Beeple is actually going to open the eyes of the art world as we know it. And digital art is going to be prized as much as traditional art. And as a digital artist, I would say that I deserve it. My work deserves to be on the same shelf as traditional art and not just below it.
Osinachi's art might look like it could be hanging in an established gallery. But for a Nigerian living thousands of miles away from the rarefied galleries of New York City or London, that was an impossible dream.
When you started making art, did you know any professional artists?
No, I wouldn't say I knew any professional artists.
Since 2007, Osinachi has made his art on his computer. Starting out, he didn't know about Photoshop, and he learned how to paint digitally on a different piece of software he had access to, Microsoft Word.
The use of Microsoft Word just came naturally to me. It was something I discovered and decided to explore further.
Now digital artists like Osinachi and Marcial are seeing their work valued like never before.
A year ago, you couldn't sell your work for more than $250. What did your last piece go for?
Ethereum's current price, it sold for 12 ETH, which is around $20,000.
For one piece?
For one piece.
It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. And in 1 year to have seen how much my work has appreciated, it's been mind-blowing.
Tell me about how exciting a moment this is for you, someone who is not in New York, is not in London, is not in Miami, many of the traditional hubs of art. What does this mean for you?
It means everything, John. It literally means everything. It means that an unknown digital artist from the third world like myself can dream big of becoming big in the art world.
NFTs have also allowed for something artists have been dreaming of for as long as art has existed: royalties. On many NFT sales, there are royalties paid out to artists on secondary sales. For artists, that's a sea change.
I spent half my life in art school, basically, and all my time around artists. And yet I had not run into a single artist out of the thousands that I've interacted with that could make a living off of just making art full time in the first 42 years of my life. I've now got, dozens and dozens of friends who can live off of full-time, off of making artwork, in part because they get to participate in the rewards of their work as it goes up in value.
But NFTs are not without controversy. The enormous carbon footprint that cryptocurrencies have is growing. By one estimate, Ethereum alone now consumes as much electricity as all of Ireland. And the carbon cost of crypto has created a fierce debate amongst artists about the ethics of participating in the NFT space. Defenders of NFTs say that the massive electricity used to power the NFT market is temporary and only a growing pain for a new technology.
A lot of this stuff, it's early tech, and it's like, I'll be the first to say it's not ready yet. It doesn't all work right. You know, we're early stage, screechy modem days or whatever.
For now, a select few of the top digital artists around the world, like Marcial and Osinachi, are seeing their lives transformed.